Hello everyone, I'm Shalini Rai and today I will be sharing my 2022 bullet journal setup with you guys. I am new to this bullet journal setup thing and I only stumbled upon it recently. I remember as soon as I hit 2022, I started getting these suggestions on my YouTube page for these videos and I watched hours and hours of videos. And so I thought, why am I not doing this? Because this sounds interesting and fun. So I decided to do it on my own. Now I know that we have already completed 1/12 of 2022, but I'm always a little late to the party. I guess we'll make it work because for the love of God, I could not find any good suggestions to buy something in the Indian marketplace. So yeah, it just took a little bit of time for me to plan things out. And if you're new to bullet journaling, then I would suggest you to watch this video completely through and listen carefully because I have put in a few tips and tricks which I've discovered since it was my first time too. So I hope that helps you guys. If the lighting is a bit weird, I'm sorry, but I have only one source of lighting, which is the sun, so I have to make the most of it. And before we jump into my bullet journal setup, let me just tell you guys that I am by no ways or means an artist. This is my very first time setting up a bullet journal. I would say my only qualification would be hours of videos that I've watched, and because of the pandemic, I think past few years have been just a blur for me and I have not been able to put my energy into something, and I hope bullet journaling helps me focus my energy to get my thoughts together and just to sort my life. There are a lot of things happening in 2022. I have a best friend's wedding coming up soon, which I'm really excited for. I just hope this bullet journal helps me organize my brain as well as life. I'm not expecting a miracle, but I am expecting some change. So let's see how it goes. I am planning to do it all in all throughout the year. No backing out now. I've put so much effort into this. Before we begin, this is a relatively long video, so sit back, relax, go grab a cup of beverage, hot or cold, whichever you prefer, and let's begin. So I got this notebook from Amazon and it's nothing great, nothing exceptional, just an ordinary notebook from Menora. I honestly happen to dislike it because the pages were a little wobbly and the edges were a little rough. But anyway, it has one bookmark and let's begin. I wanted to give this an old vintage book, if you will, feeling, and that's why I just pasted this brown paper that I had just lying around. And I don't know about you guys, but I just enjoy writing my name on a fresh new notebook, and it is just so satisfying. Something about it is. Next, we move on to the key. I got it from the original bullet journaling method. It's pretty easy to look up, and I wanted this page to also reflect like a door, so I just thought this was the perfect place for me to keep a key. And then I began to cut the page into the door shape. I want this to be the door of possibilities for me. Now I started making this grid spacing sheet because I heard that it comes in handy throughout the year, so I just count the number of boxes, label them and divide them into halves, thirds and fourths, however you would like to, however it would be useful to you for future layouts. And I'm just attaching them to the side of the page so that I don't have to go back and forth, and I can just look at them no matter what page I am at. "2022, what a year, guys. I don't know about you guys, but as soon as the new year hits, I have this urge to look up for horoscopes. I don't know, but it's something that I've been doing for quite a few years, and especially at the beginning of a new year, I like to listen or read or anything. And this year, while I was listening to one of the horoscopes, well, I'm a Libra, first of all, and I just heard this word magical, that this year is going to be magical, and it just kind of resonated with me. So I took that word and I wanted this bullet journal to reflect that. Magical to me is not in some spooky, witchy kind of way, potions kind of way. To me, magical is the belief of possibilities, infinite possibilities. Next, we move on to the future log, and from what I understood, the bullet journal method is supposed to be like a funnel. Your year trickle downs to your month, and then your month trickle downs to your week, and weeks to your days. Now, this page is a pain to set up, writing all those dates again and again. It was very difficult, and if you're making this yourself, I'd like to say that do keep a calendar handy. You don't want to make any mistake here because it'll be a pain to redo. And there are a lot of stickers available in the market, so I guess you could use them as well. This page is to note down any of the major events, birthdays, and that's why there's a space in between that I've kept for each month where you can note down anything of importance to you. I made a book at the bottom because I really want to get into reading this year. I love how gold reflects on paper. Next, we have this goals and dreams page. I did not like it how I did earlier, so I just pasted pieces of paper and redid it. I divided it into 4 sections, as you can see. I like to paste some pictures here as well, just to help me visualize. And I like to differentiate between goals and dreams because goals are something which are short-term, and dreams for me are long-term and something big that I want to achieve. Now, this actually goes really well with the vision board that I have on next, and that is why I wanted to keep 3 things together, which is goals, vision board, and gratitude. And this is precisely the moment where everything went wrong. I knew. Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking, whether it was the symmetry of the numbers or that my brain is really just stuck in 2020, but that's what it is. And I guess that's why I need a bullet journal so much. Don't worry, I come back to change this later on in the video, but for now we have Vision Board 2020. On this page, I paste pictures as well as write out some words that I want to be the theme. That was some frustration in ASMR. Now that you've enjoyed it, I made it work at the time, but I really had to go and get a new pen because this gold wasn't working. And there we have it, 2022, and the pen working just fine. Now this is my gratitude page, and that's why I said all these three things tie together, because while we put out intentions, write down our goals and have a vision, we should also be really grateful for what we have. And that's why I thought of keeping them all together. And as I like to call them, my little jars of happiness. Here I will come back all throughout the year. I'll write down what I'm grateful for, what I'm not. Maybe I'll do it monthly, maybe I'll do it whenever I feel like. But it's just a nice way to come back to it and see what is really going good in your life as well. About what's going good in your life. Well, if you're starting out your bullet journal, I'd like to tell you guys that bullet journal is not for everybody, but you will know it is for you when you see that your life is becoming better because of it. It is not supposed to make your life harder, it is supposed to make your life simpler. You do not have to go for extravagant spreads, you can go for an easy one. I just like to use my hands a lot and create something, that's why I did this. But it has to be really simple for you and whatever works for you guys. And here I'm drawing my little fireflies. I love how this page turned out. Is just to help me keep track of the things that I need, want, or I'm purchasing, or will be, or I'm planning to purchase. It just really helps me when someone's birthdays comes around or an event comes around, because I keep jotting down gift ideas on notes, on Amazon cut list, wish list, but this is just one place where I know I'll have them all. I'm adding a special wedding section because I do have a friend's wedding, as I said, and that's what I added it for. The next spread is really one that I've really contemplated whether to keep or not, because I am starting out my YouTube channel. This is the very first video and that's the plan for now, and this is supposed to help me sort out any content that I'm planning. my last spread, which is the highlights. I am planning to put out pictures all of the 12 months, and I think I have an idea what is going to be the picture for January. But yeah, I'll be pasting Polaroids here. I don't have any on me right now, but I'll get them printed and paste them once I'm done. But that's why I just skipped a page, because one page would not be sufficient. If you divide your journals into 6 months, then probably you only need one page for 6 months. But if you use one journal for the whole 12 months, I guess you'll need 2 pages for pictures. And honest to God, I really hate that I effed up the spellings of highlights. I guess the goal was too bright for me to see, but that will be my tip number 2. Bullet journaling really does not have to be perfect, although it pains me to see the edge missing. I'm always gonna look back to this page and remember. If you make any mistakes, that's fine. Just work along with the mistakes. If you focus too much on it being perfect, I think it just sucks out the fun of it, and I don't want to do that. Now, I do go back to the first page because, as I said, this notebook was not great. The pages were bleeding, the ink was bleeding from the other side, so I decided to put on a brown paper, which I painted with my dysfunctional gold marker. Good use of that. I was doing that, I noticed that I forgot to draw the door, so I proceeded to do that. And that was it, guys. That was my 2022 bullet journal setup. Now for the flip through, let's take a look through it. When I started making the bullet journal, I did not know what I was going to do. But looking back at it gives me so much joy that something intangible in my thoughts has now turned into something tangible that I can hold and touch and feel. I just love that I can keep it with myself, see it, carry it with myself, and I'll always have my year documented. I said I like gold on white paper, but I think I like it better on black. It looks so vibrant there. I just hope my life turns out to be as organized as this bullet journal is, and as magical as I put out my intentions for it to be. That's it. That was my bullet journal setup for 2022, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I would say if this video inspired you to do anything creative, to pick up your brushes, pencils or pens, anything at all, or even if it was just able to help you relax or unwind and you enjoyed it, I would consider it a success for me. And yeah, I think that's it. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is my very first video, so you'll literally be starting with this with me. Go subscribe right now. It's free. I'll see you guys around. Bye bye. Calm down. Also guys, a lot of days I would say, okay, again, if it ends, so yes, that was, or even if it helped you, or even if, why am I exercising? I'm not gonna run a marathon. One, I'll see you guys around. That's it, I'll see you guys around. And yeah, that's it, I'll see you guys around. So oh yeah, it's a little late. I didn't film that part that it's a little late, so what?